Professor Black Ops, you see it, let's get it. TikTok is a national security problem. You see it. TikTok confirms that the journalist's data was accessed by employees of its parent company. We know that's a problem, and now you spying on American citizens. TikTok parent company ByteDance has fired 4 employees who improperly accessed the personal data of 2 journalists on the platform. TikTok spokesman Brooke confirmed to CNN on Thursday. TikTok users data from 2 journalists who work for the Financial Times and BuzzFeed was accessed while ByteDance employees were investigating potential employees' leaks to the press. According to the company, the employee involved, 2 based in the United States and 2 in China, were fired following an investigation conducted on behalf of the company by an outside law firm. The CEO of TikTok and ByteDance revealed to the employees in 2 separate emails Thursday. The personal data access from the journalist's account included IP address. The spokesperson IP address can provide information about the user's location. The individuals involved misused their authority to obtain access to TikTok users' data. TikTok CEO Chu said in the email to employees, according to an excerpt of the email reviewed by CNN, this is unacceptable. The disclosure could further inflame the scrutiny TikTok is facing in the United States over national security concerns, given its ties to China. We were just talking about that. You can't be a Chinese company and then people, caught spying. U.S. lawmakers have raised concern about the security of the user data and the ability for a company and Chinese employees to access information about U.S. TikTok users. The criticism ramped up early this year after BuzzFeed News reports some U.S. data has been accessed from China. Cited one employee who allegedly said that everything is seen in China. TikTok, for its part, has confirmed your user data can be accessed from some employees in China, but the company says the U.S.-based security team decides who can access the U.S. users from China, right? So the security team, right, is given access to that data. So they say. In October, Forbes reported ByteDance planned to use TikTok data to surveil certain United States citizens. In the Thursday report, Forbes named 3 journalists who has been tracked by the company. TikTok declined to comment on whether a third journalist had indeed been affected. The New York Times also reported several of the journalists' contact on TikTok has also gotten wrapped up in tracking, which the company declined to comment. So obviously they're tracking journalists. So if you can track journalists, right, you can track anybody. The misconduct of these individuals who are no longer employed at ByteDance was an egregious misuse of the authority to obtain access to user data, said in a statement Thursday. This behavior is unacceptable and not in line with our efforts across TikTok to earn the trust of our users. Yeah, y'all just lost all the trust y'all had. In response to the incident, TikTok said it's restructured its internal audit and risk teams and removed access to user data from those teams, according to the spokesperson. We take data security incredibly seriously and will continue to enhance our access to protocols, which have already been significantly improved and hardened since the incident took place. The Financial Times said that spying on reporters, interfering with their work, or intimidating their sources is completely unacceptable. We'll be investigating the story more fully before deciding on our formal response. That was a statement according to the Financial Times. A spokesperson from BuzzFeed said in the statement that it was also deeply disturbed by the disclosure, kind of a blatant disregard for the privacy and rights of journalism, as well as TikTok users. It's even more troubling that this comes in the wake of a series of reports by BuzzFeed News that exposes major issues with the parent company, from employees accessing American data from China to ByteDance's attempt to push pro-China messages to Americans. More than a dozen states, including Maryland, South Dakota, and Texas, have announced bans in recent weeks of TikTok for their state employees on government-issued devices. A small but growing number of universities are also blocking access to TikTok on school-owned devices or Wi-Fi networks. The Senate earlier this week passed a bill to ban TikTok from all United States government devices. A trio of lawmakers have introduced legislation banning the short-term video app from operating in the United States entirely, right? So basically, they're really trying to ban TikTok in the United States. TikTok is currently engaged in a long-standing negotiation with the United States government on a potential deal to address national security concern and let the app continue to serve U.S. customers. It also said it's taking steps to isolate user data from other parts of the business, including their partnership with United States-based Oracle. They're actually using Oracle cloud data centers to actually host TikTok for American users. No matter what the cause or the outcome, the misguided investigation seriously violated the company code of conduct and it is condemned by the company. Byte CEO Lang said in a Thursday email to employees, we simply cannot take integrity risks that damage the trust of our users, employees, and our stakeholders. So once again, TikTok is a national security problem. Hopefully we can figure it out. So my take on it, I don't know. I really got to think about it, right? It definitely is a national security problem. You got 100 million devices that Chinese can turn on, control, track, IP address. So there's a lot of issues with TikTok. Once again, Professor Black Ops, please subscribe.